Willie D live.
What's up, family? We got a 2-month-old baby that is inside of an ICE detention center in Texas. Juan Nicolás, 2 months old, half of his life has already been spent inside of a detention facility. Yeah, basically, he's been in prison for half his life. He's only 2 months old. Yeah, they got him at the Dilley Detention Center in Texas. Fam, I get it. I get it. We got to close these borders. We got to deport these illegals. People without more flexibility, it scare me though. It scare me, fam, because under no circumstances should something like this be allowed. I mean, is this guy right here the violent criminal that Trump be talking about? Is this the guy that ICE is after? Is this the guy that's out here making it dangerous for Americans? Is he one of the people that is, robbing the people blind? Is he responsible for the great increase in taxes and food and water and rent, land? Is he responsible for the increased education? Who did this guy kill? Who did he essay? This ain't cool, fam. I don't care how you chop it up. This ain't cool. This ain't cool at all. This ain't too much different than when you look at situations where you have parents who bring children into the world at a social disadvantage, and then we, the taxpayers, kick in to help those children out. We help the mother out, because you cannot have children starving in America. It's one of the richest countries in the world. I know some of y'all saying, F them kids, man, we don't care. See, that's the problem with America. We don't look out for each other. And I get it. This kid is actually a U.S. citizen. I don't know about his mother. I don't know, because they're arrested. They're also detaining U.S. citizens. So I don't know if the mother really is a U.S. citizen or if she's here illegally. But in any event, fam, that does not justify the mistreatment of this child. You're not going to get me on board with that. I'm not going to apologize for not being on board with it. I just genuinely do not understand how this is happening, and these politicians are allowing it to happen. Now, I think these politicians should be actually thanking the American public, because the people could go crazy. The people could revolt. But because we are a nation of laws and most people respect the law, they're not willing to take the law into their own hand. But at this rate, I just don't know, fam. It's just not enough justice being tossed around. And I'm talking about on every level. There's just not enough justice. I just covered the case of Keith Porter Jr., spoke with his father, Keith Porter Sr., and they are trying to sweep that case under the rug. If you don't know, you had Keith Porter Jr., who was shot and killed by an ICE agent on New Year's Eve. He said that Keith pointed a gun at him after firing celebratory gunshots in the air. This guy has not been arrested. The authorities have not confirmed his name, but his name is out there. But he hasn't been relieved of his duties. He was ran out of the apartment complex that he lived in because the people in the apartment complex was not having it. But this whole ICE thing, it's just when it's all said and done, ICE is going to be a major smear on America. If done right, I'm 100% behind ICE. If done right, if done, with civility, I'm 100% behind ICE. We do need to secure our borders. We absolutely, you can't just cross the border into Iran or Iraq or Afghanistan or Russia. They'll gun you down. You'll be out of here. So we do have to secure our borders. But are we the nation of compassion? Are we practicing humanity? Are we in touch with that? Do we have a moral compass? Or are we the uncivilized mutts that some people say we are? I guess I'm one of the people who say that. But anyway, what is our identity? Like, are we like on a different level? Are we just like the worst of the worst? I'll go ahead and answer that too. Yeah, we are the worst of the worst. It's just what it is, fam. We've lived a long time where we, try to distance ourselves from the uncivilized, but we lead the pack. And that's just what it is, fam. We lead the pack. We lead the pack in uncivility. Yeah. It was never about protecting kids. It was never about protecting kids. What I want to know is, how is this Christian? Because they love to talk about Christianity. How is this Christian? How is this Christian? I need to know that. How? How is detaining a 2-month-old child Christian? Arresting babies, but not the people who abuse babies. Make it make sense. There's a whole lot of people out there right now who abuse babies. In fact, one could argue right now the baby is being abused by the government. This baby actually has respiratory issues. He has a serious case of bronchitis, and he had to be rushed to the hospital. They say that after he got treated, they sent him right back to the detention center. How is that cool, man? Who cool with that? Oh, man. Yeah, this ain't cool. This ain't cool. Different name, same IDF tactics. How can anyone be cool with this? No baby should be subjected to something like this. No baby should be accepted. Human beings shouldn't even be subjected to this. They're just snatching people off the streets. They're shooting people. A lot of these guys who are working for ICE, they don't have any experience in law enforcement whatsoever. But I don't even know what to say about that, because a lot of times it depends on how you look at it. Experience in law enforcement could mean that you're experiencing corruption and stealing and lying and killing. So, that might not be such a bad thing if it wasn't such a bad thing. Christian on. Oh man, you're gonna have to, it's the day of reckoning is coming. You're gonna have to answer to that one day. It might not be today, but you're gonna have to answer to that. This country cannot continue on the trajectory that it's on. Ain't no love. Ain't no love. I started thinking, when I said that, I started thinking about the song, "What the world needs now is love, sweet love." It's the only thing that's too little of. We got an abundance of everything else. We got an abundance of hate. We got an abundance of racism. We got an abundance of money. We got an abundance of materialism. We have an abundance of belligerence, stupidity. Oh man, we have an abundance of a lot of things. We ain't got nothing. We need some love, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This country got to make a turn real quick, man. We're gonna have to make a turn real soon. We're gonna have to make a turn real soon. Congressman Castro said that 2-month-old Juan Nicolás has bronchitis and became unresponsive at some point in the last several hours. According to his mother, he was discharged from the hospital around midnight and is now back at the Dilley with his mother. The pair faces uncertain future as the mother was told by an immigration judge that she will be deported, but not told when or where, according to Castro. So the child is back with his mother. I don't know if the mother is actually with the child, nursing the child, or if they have the child in a separate area. I don't know what it's like out there, fam, but I do know that's a wild, wild west. It's a wild, wild west situation. You see what's going on the outside, but you don't see what's going on inside. And from what I understand, on the inside, there is a lot of abuse going on, including sexual abuse, women being violated. Yeah. But think about it, fam. Men are probably being violated too. What I need to know, fam, is what the Epstein administration does not care about kids unless they're taking advantage of them. No more talk.